On the red card, obviously we have to talk about. I mean, personally, I think it was barely a yellow, right? And I get the narrative that he might have been a bit naive, Maeda, lifting his foot, but VAR is just, in my opinion, ruining modern football. I mean, it takes everything completely out of context. It gives the referee these still images that tell a whole different story. I mean, I don't know what you guys saw in the stadium. I don't know if you'd agree with that, but
we were very fortunate, Daniel, because the position of the press box, obviously, kind of near where the TV cameras were. That was our side of the ground. Myself and Michael Gannon were on that side of the pitch, if you like, that side of the halfway line. We had a perfect view. Both of us at the time thought that's probably a booking. The two guys tried to kick the Atletico player got there first. Maeda's kind of kicked through. But I mean, people say his leg was lifted. You can't kick a football without lifting your leg. You can't block a ball without lifting your leg. The thing that gets me, listen, I think you've touched on it perfectly, and many other people are now starting to clock onto this. There's two aspects to it. One, for a start, that's not a clear and obvious error. For a start, the referee's seen it. He's seen two guys kick the ball or tried to kick the ball, or whatever way you interpret it, they end up kicking each other. He's seen it. He knows what it is for what it is, and he's booked him. Now, some guy in the room then shouts him off. That's not supposed to happen because that's not a clear and obvious error. So for a start, that's not supposed to happen. So that's number one. And number two, as you quite rightly say, I think everybody now agrees if you're going to let a referee see a replay, let them see it in real time.
Aye, exactly.
Play it in real time, because what you see in real time is different from what you see as a still. You've said it perfectly. Brendan Rodgers walked in the room and on Tuesday night at the press room in the Metropolitano and said exactly the same thing. The referee gets shown the first image. The first image he gets is a still of Daizen Maeda's foot against this guy's shin. It doesn't show the fact that Hermoso was in the action of kicking the ball and kicked his leg into Daizen Maeda's foot almost. You just see that and you go, well, that's a red card.
And also, now, if you look at
that, I actually thought, and I might be in the minority here. I probably am in the minority. I thought Ross County's James Brown was maybe a wee bit unlucky as well. Because you saw where the foot planted into Yang. Again, it's the old, was it a yellow and a half? But at the time, it didn't look like a really evil tackle. It was only when you saw that still image, you went, oh, he's gone. As soon as the still image comes up, listen, James Brown, I may be wrong. He may have deserved to go anyway. But as soon as you saw the still image, there was no doubt. And as soon as you saw the one we made the other night, there was no doubt. And that's just not fair. That's not what VAR's for. And I thought, listen, we've talked about Ange Postecoglou a lot in this podcast for obvious reasons. Ange Postecoglou nailed it when he was talking after the Tottenham-Chelsea game the other night. When he said, this has all come about from people consistently moaning about refereeing decisions. If you consistently moan about them, we then move into this system where people are changing it away from the ground. And now it's got worse. It's almost like the managers have reaped what they've sown over the years.
I feel like, I think anyway, VAR was brought in to avoid injustices, as you say, a clear and obvious error. Yeah. Now it's like there's a goal scored and we all need to hold our breath because it feels like they're looking at a way to disallow it.